Alright, what's up boys? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're doing another mock draft. Today, it's going to be our first 2-round mock draft of the year. Thought I'd switch it up a little bit, so this is not getting repetitive or anything. So we're going 2-round mock draft. It's going to be very exciting. Let's get right into it. Starting with the Jacksonville Jaguars. We're going to take Trevor Lawrence, quarterback out of Clemson. The only pretty much clear pick in the entire draft. Number 2. New York Jets. You could say this is pretty clear. I think it's not exactly an obvious decision, but the second most obvious pick in the draft, I guess you could say. It's going to be Zach Wilson, quarterback out of BYU. Third pick, Miami Dolphins. First non-quarterback off the board. This could be O-line, could be wide receiver. Jamar Chase could be the pick if it's wide receiver, but I don't know. Penei Sewell is so talented. I'm gonna opt for the wide receivers. Although it's such a deep wide receiver draft, I'm not sure you take one at 3 here, but I think that Miami will go with it there. Number 4, the Atlanta Falcons are gonna go quarterback in my opinion, with the flexibility of being able to get rid of Matt Ryan after next year. I think it's just a great opportunity and such a good top 4 in the quarterback section to go with Justin Fields out of Ohio State with this pick. Number 5, the Cincinnati Bengals. This is going to be the first O-lineman off the board. Penei Sewell, tackle out of Oregon. Number 6 overall, it's going to be the Eagles here at number 6. And Kyle Pitts is on the board. Very versatile player. He's a versatile weapon that you put pretty much any position on the offense, and he's going to do pretty well for you. But this also could be wide receiver, like a Jalen Waddle type guy, or maybe even a corner, because that's a big position of need for them as well. I'm going to go with Kyle Pitts out of Florida there. Number 7, the Detroit Lions need corner or wide receiver. Caleb Farley and Patrick Surtain are both on the board, but Jalen Waddle's also on the board. So I'm going to opt for the wide receiver in Jalen Waddle out of Alabama. Number 8, the Carolina Panthers. They did just franchise tag Taylor Moton, so that does fill the right tackle spot for at least this year. But left tackle still is a big need. Sean Slater's on the board, but I don't know, man. Quarterback is so weird for the Panthers right now. Do we just bring out Teddy for one more year? I don't know about that. Do we draft a quarterback? Do we try trading for Trevor Lawrence when he comes available? The Panthers have made it pretty clear that they want to be able to be heavy in the conversations for Deshaun Watson when he comes available. So that leads me to think that's not going to be quarterback, but I don't know. The Texans seem they kind of want to stand by the decision to keep him. So I'm going to go Trey Lance out of North Dakota State. Betting on that we don't get Trevor Lawrence. Deshaun Watson there. Number 9, the Denver Broncos. This will be the first corner off the board. The Caleb Farley out of West Virginia. Why do I keep saying West Virginia for Virginia Tech? Caleb Farley out of Virginia Tech there. Number 10. The Dallas Cowboys. This also could be corner. Corner's a big position of need, but also O-line as well. I think they really need to help out Ezekiel Elliott. He has not been as good as he has been in recent years, so I think they're going to focus on O-line, try to help Zeke out, try to have another big year. Number 11, the New York Giants. I think they're going to go wide receiver here. They're going to go Devontae Smith out of Alabama. Possibly the best wide receiver in the draft. I don't know. I'm not ruling that out right now. Number 12, San Francisco 49ers need corner badly. Also need O-line badly, but not exactly tackles, which Sam Cosmi is. So I'm going to go with corner Patrick Surtain out of Alabama. Number 13, the Chargers are on the board. And interesting pick here. O-line is very, very important. Sam Cosmi is on the board, as well as Christian Darrisaw. I like Christian Darrisaw just slightly more than Sam Cosmi, so that's why I'm going to go with him here. I think I messed that up. I meant to say Christian Darrisaw. Anyways, 14. The Vikings are on the clock. I think they need O-line as well. But they also could use many different things. Excuse me, I can't talk today. Anyways, I'm going to end up going with Sam Cosme out of Texas. Number 15, the New England Patriots are on the clock. They did just sign Cam Newton, but Cam Newton pretty obviously is not the quarterback of the future. Now, I don't think Mac Jones is a quarterback of the future type player either. But with him on the, I don't know. They paid him a lot. I don't think they're going to go with quarterback here. They paid too much for Cam to not be a starter next year, and I don't know. So I'm not going to go with quarterback. Instead, I'm going to go with Micah Parsons out of Penn State. He's so versatile and can play at either edge or outside linebacker. Maybe middle linebacker, but probably not. But yeah, Micah Parsons out of Penn State. Number 16, the Cardinals are on the clock, and they need corner badly. J.C. Horn's on the board, but I'm gonna say they take a big playmaker at the running back position and go with Najee Harris out of Alabama. I think he's the best running back in the class, but watch out for Javonte Williams. He's a stud. He could end up better than both those guys. We'll get to him later in the probably the second round. But anyways, number 17, the Raiders are on the clock. Edge rusher would be very big for them. So I think I'm going to go edge, but I'm actually not going to go with the pick that you would probably think, which would be Kwity Paye. I think I'm going to go with a guy who's more developmental, and I don't think the Raiders are anywhere close to winning right now, which is why I think Gregory Rousseau out of Miami is a good pick for him. He can develop along with the rest of the team. Number 18, the Dolphins are on the clock. Third overall, they took Jamar Chase out of LSU, and here I think they go with linebacker. I think they go Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah out of Notre Dame. Number 19, I think Mac Jones finally does go here. Washington is really at a loss at quarterback right now, so I mean, if Mac Jones doesn't fall to them in the draft, I don't know what they're going to do. Taylor Heineke, I don't know. All right, number 20, the Chicago Bears are on the clock, and I don't know, man. O-line, wide receiver is going to be one of those. Elijah Vera-Tucker is on the board, but I'd rather focus on tackle instead of interior O-line. But wide receivers, big also. Rashad Bateman's on the board. I'm going to go Rashad Bateman out of Minnesota. Number 21, the Indianapolis Colts. O-line, corner. J.C. Horn's on the board, so I think I'm going to end up going corner here. J.C. Horn out of South Carolina. Number 22, this is obvious edge. Tennessee Titans really need edge rusher. Kwity Paye on the board. I think that's an easy pick there. Kwity Paye out of Michigan. Number 23, the New York Jets. Number 2 overall, they took quarterback out of BYU, Zach Wilson. And here, do they give him a weapon? Do they attack on defense? Because really, there's no bad pick here for the Jets. They need every position quite greatly, to be honest with you. I think they're going to end up going with an edge guy. I think Jalen Phillips might have the best potential, although I don't think he's the best right now. Jason Oweh also has a lot of potential, as well as Joseph Osai. So I think I'm going to go with Jalen Phillips out of Miami here, although I don't think he's anywhere close to the top edge rusher of the draft. Number 24, the Pittsburgh Steelers are on the clock, and they need O-line. Taven Jenkins is on the board. I'm going to go with him out of Oklahoma State. Right here, 25, the Jacksonville Jaguars on the clock. Number 1 overall, they took, obviously, Trevor Lawrence out of Clemson. And now, do they go... I like safety here. I've done safety here quite a bit. But I think I'm actually going to shake things up and go corner. So that's very big for them as well. I'm going to go down here and go to Greg Newsome out of Northwestern. He looked really good in his pro day. So, number 26, the Cleveland Browns need edge rusher fairly badly to go alongside of Myles Garrett. Azeez Ojulari's on the board, as well as Jason Oweh. I'm not a big Ronnie Perkins guy, but Joseph Osai is falling. Carlos Basham is so disrespected. He is He's a borderline first round guy in my opinion. I think he'll end up going second round, but yeah, he's pretty good. So, anyways, edge, I'm gonna go Jason Owe out of Penn State. Number 27, I think this is also edge for Baltimore, although they need wide receiver who can catch, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna end up going with edge, and I'm gonna go with Joseph Osai out of Texas. Number 28. So this will not be 3 straight edge rushers off the board. I don't think that's the biggest need, although you can't have enough edge rushers. I think linebacker would be pretty big here. Corner, but I don't think any cornerback is worthy of going first round here. Asante Samuel, you could argue, but I don't think so. So with that said, I think they're going to go linebacker, and I think they're going to go Zaven Collins out of Tulsa. Number 29, the Green Bay Packers. I don't know why offensive tackle is number 1 on the board. I disagree with that. I think wide receiver and corner are the most likely options. And with a corner not being a first round guy really available at corner, I think they go with a wide receiver. And I think they're going to go to Kadarius Toney out of Florida here. Number 30. All right, number 30, we got Buffalo Bills. Also need corner. Also need edge. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go with edge rusher because I really just don't like any corners remaining on the board to go this high in the first. Well, not this high in the first, but in the first round in general. So I think I am gonna go with edge rusher. I think I'm gonna go Azeez Ojulari out of Georgia. Number 31 is the Kansas City Chiefs. They need O-line like really badly right now. So I'm going to go Elijah Vera Tucker out of USC. He's been falling in this mock draft. So he's going to finally stop falling in the first round right here to Kansas City. That'd be a very, very good pick for them. Number 32, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's possible they're going to lose quite a few edge guys, which is why I kind of want to go there. But also wide receiver could be, I think they did just tag Chris Godwin, I believe. I believe though. So I am going to go with edge rusher here. And I think Joe Tryon is not quite as good as Carlos Basham, but I do think he's going to go higher because people are hyping him up so much of late. So I'm going to go with him here at this pick. And here we are, under the second round. The third pick for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They have taken... taking Greg Newsome and Trevor Lawrence at number 1 overall, obviously. And right here, I think they finally go with the safety. In my opinion, the best safety on the board, Trayvon Moehrig. All right, number 34. The Jets are on the clock, and I think it could just be best player available. Travis Etienne's on the board, so I think they will go him here. Travis Etienne out of Clemson. Number 35 is the Falcons. They're on the clock. Edge rusher. It could be big. Carlos Basham, I think, is a first round guy. That will probably go in the second round. But also could be... man. Tight end Pat Fryermuth's pretty good. Excuse me, goodness. Pretty good. I'm going to end up going edge rusher. I'm going to go Carlos Basham. I like Carlos Basham a lot. I'm going to go with him here out of Wake Forest. All right, number 36, Miami Dolphins with, I believe, their third pick in the draft. And they have yet to go with an offensive lineman in this draft so far. And Jalen Mayfield is on the board, so I think that's where they're going to end up going in this direction here. Jalen Mayfield out of Michigan. Number 37, the Philadelphia Eagles are on the board. Wide receiver, I think, is pretty obvious here. I think they're going to go Terrace Marshall out of LSU. Number 38, the Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. And it's where it gets tough. It's where it gets tough. I think Eric Stokes would be pretty good for them. Obviously, wide receiver is a big need, but I don't think I'll go with any of those guys right now. I think I'm going to end up going with Eric Stokes out of Georgia. Number 39, the Carolina Panthers are up for their second pick of the draft. They took Trey Lance with the 8th overall pick earlier in the draft. and now they're here at 39. Needing O-line primarily, and I think tight end should be a higher need than corner. But, you know, it's obviously not as big of a position as corner is, but I think that definitely O-line should be a big selection here. And the best available, I'm going to go Dylan Runduns out of North Dakota State. He's been an absolute stud for them. Although he's not playing as good of competition, I think he's a really good prospect. Number 40 is going to be the Denver Broncos are on the board. Edge rusher for me right here. I think it's going to be Ronnie Perkins out of Oklahoma. Number 41 is the Detroit Lions. They're on the clock. I think they need linebacker, man. I got to go with Nick Bolton. He's been falling right now. And I think I'm going to go with him out of Missouri. Number 42, the New York Football Giants are on the clock. I don't know, man. Corner really is a big need. Aaron Robinson is about the only. Oh, I forgot about Asante Samuel. Aaron Robinson and Asante Samuel are the two guys that probably will be second rounders that are available on the board. So I think they will end up going with one of them. I think it'll be Asante Samuel out of Florida State. Number 43, the San Francisco 49ers on the clock. Quarterback obviously is a kind of big position, but no, I don't think any of these guys are second round talents. I think if you could grab a guy like Davis Mills or Kellen Mond later on in the draft, that'd be pretty good. He could develop, but I don't think that's going to be what they're going to go with here. So I think they're going to go. This is tough. I'm going to go. Man, I really want to go safety. I really do. I'm going to go safety. I'm not going to think about too much. I'm going to go Richie Grant out of UCF. Number 44. Speaking of the other corner on the board, I think this is where he needs to go here. Since they didn't focus on corner with their first round pick, Dallas Cowboys definitely need to go corner here. And I think Aaron Robinson will be the selection. Number 45. Another pick. This is the fourth pick for the Jaguars, I believe, so far in the draft. I think it's going to be best player available. I think with Javonte Williams on the board, I don't think you can pass up on it. Wide running back is not a big position of need, but Javonte Williams is so talented, and he could be the best running back in the draft. And you give it 45, I don't think you can pass on that. Number 46, the New England Patriots on their clock. And the way they like to use their tight ends, I think this would be a very good pick for them. I think Pat Freiermuth would be very good. Brevin Jordan is probably a better prospect overall, but I think Pat Freiermuth would go higher in the draft and go here from Penn State. Number 47 is the Chargers yet again. And I don't want to go back-to-back O-line spots, but it could very well be back-to-back O-line spots for him. But I'm not going to go with that. I cannot talk, my goodness. I'm going to end up going with linebacker at this spot. So I'm going to go to the linebackers. Jabril Cox is very good. He could be the pick here. Chaz Surratt, of course. Not going to be biased and take him this high, but he's really good. But I am going to end up going with Jabril Cox out of LSU. Number 48, I think it's going to be a D tackle here, and Christian Barmore's on the board. Probably the highest ceiling of any D-line player in the draft, so I'm going to go with him here. Number 49, the Cardinals. They did running back first round, so corner would be a big pick here if there was great guys on the board, which there's not necessarily. But here at edge, not going to do one of those. Corner. Tyson Campbell's good, but I don't know, man. Shaun Wade is good as long as you're putting him at slot and not on the outside. That's nightmarish. So with that said, I think I'm gonna end up going just kind of best player available. Kind of. I'm gonna go interior own line. I'm gonna go with Creed Humphrey out of Oklahoma. Number 50. It's going to be the Miami Dolphins on the clock. So, and Running back could be a very, very good pick for him here. Michael Carter's on the board. I think he's a second round pick type guy. Not sure if he's going to go this high necessarily, but I think he's second rounder type guy. Also got some O-line needs at especially. Well, he did take an O-line, but I forgot that he took an O-line. So that's not necessarily the biggest thing right now. I think they just go best player available. I think Liam Eichenberg will help them even structure that O-line even further. 51 is going to be the Washington football team. I think they're going to go with O-line to protect their new quarterback and Mac Jones. And they're going to go with his teammate, Alex Leatherwood out of Alabama. Number 52, the Chicago Bears. No quarterbacks worth taking at this spot, in my opinion. O-line's a very, very big need for them. And with O-line like Wyatt Davis on the board, I'm not sure if Landon Dickerson is a second-round guy. So I think I'm going to go with Wyatt Davis out of Ohio State here. Number 53, the Tennessee Titans are on the clock, and they need the tackle. So I'm going to go Levi. I butcher it, but Onwuzurike. I actually don't think I butchered that bad. So I'm going to go with him out of Washington here with this spot. Number 54, the Indianapolis Colts are on the clock. I think they go with a playmaking wide receiver at this spot. I think they go Rondell Moore out of Purdue. Number 55, the Steelers are on the clock. I think they need a running back. So I think I'm going to go with Michael Carter out of North Carolina. I think this is about the range he might end up going. Like, if this was the mid-2000s, he's going. Michael Carter's probably like almost a first-round pick, to be honest with you. Number 56, the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock. Let's see. Might be losing their quarterback, but obviously, like I've said before, not anyone really worth taking right here, I don't think. O-line could be very big for him. That's a big reason why he wants to leave. And Landon Dickerson's on the board, but I'm not sure if he's a first-round guy. Let's see what we got here at tackle. Not really anything standing out to me too much. Trey Smith's good. Trey Smith is good. I'm actually going to end up going with Trey Smith here. I like Trey Smith. Number 57, the LA Rams are on the clock with their first pick in the draft. And never have too many edge rushers, so I think they're going to go with one here. Of the guys available, Quincy Roche probably has the highest potential of anyone available. But I do think Patrick Jones is better. So I think they're going to go with potential over better right now and go Quincy Roche out of Miami. Number 58, the Baltimore Ravens are on the clock, and they need a wide receiver who can catch passes. And I think Elijah Moore can do that for you out of Ole Miss. Number 59, the Cleveland Browns are on the clock. I think they're going to go corner. I think there's one guy that I think can be a second rounder on the board left, and that's Tyson Campbell out of Georgia. Number 60, the New Orleans Saints are on the clock. A wide receiver could be a pick here, although not exactly. I don't think they're going to go with it. Javon Holland, I don't think that's the right pick to go with there. I'm going to go interior D-line, actually. Help them up front there, actually. I'm going to go Davion Nixon out of Iowa. Number 61, the Buffalo Bills are on the clock. And I think I'm going to go... Defense needs help. It's going to be back-to-back D-tackle spots. I'm going to go Jay Tufele out of USC. Number 62, the Green Bay Packers are on the clock. I'm going to go with corner since I didn't go with it, because I think corner and wide receiver are the two biggest needs for the Packers here. And I think Jair Alexander is obviously an absolute stud, but outside of that, what do you have? Then they need someone to go in Kevin King's spot out on the outside. And since it's on the outside, that you do not want Shaun Wade here. So with that said, I'm going to go Kelvin Joseph out of Kentucky. Number 63, the Kansas City Chiefs are back on the clock. They took O-line with their first round pick. And here I think they go with wide receiver. I think that would be a good pick for him, since I think they need to go up and get it type guy, and I'm gonna say Mount can kind of be that. He's 6'1", but I think he could do that for him. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with him here. I'm in Ross St. Brown. All right, and with the final pick of this mock draft, the 64th pick, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Super Bowl champions are gonna go. I think they're gonna go just best player available, since obviously they don't really need much. Not sure what we're gonna have at the linebacker position for them, but I don't think they go there either way. The most is on the board though. I think they're gonna go. Then they're gonna go. Man, there's really not much they need. So since I'm gonna go with who I think is the best player available for. There's no really need position to go with here, in my opinion. So I'm just gonna go with best player available. I'm gonna go with Javon Holland. I like his game a lot. So there it is. He could play alongside of Winfield Jr. if you want him to. But there is the draft. You guys can pause and see what your team picked if you want to. So thank you guys for watching. Let's go here to the. Why is all picks but it's only 32? Oh wait, this is the second round. Oh, round 2. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. So there it is, guys. Please like, subscribe, comment, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.